How to best commemorate Henryk Wieniawski? How to erect his monument, but one that is not made of stone or iron, one that is not static? This was the question asked at Musical Society of Warsaw before the virtuoso and composer's 100th birth anniversary. And a monument was resolved to be erected, but one made of the sounds of his music presented by young violin players of different nationalities. A model was at hand, the International Frédéric Chopin Piano Competitions, and a model was used. The life and soul of the undertaking was Henryk Wieniawski's nephew, Adam, a man who was deeply rooted in the musical circles of Warsaw, who held several key posts. One of them was this of the director of the Musical Society of Warsaw, which took the organizational efforts of the event upon its shoulders, and as it turned out in March 1935, an imposing undertaking it was. 55 violin players of 16 countries arrived in the Polish capital to take part in the first international Henryk Wieniawski Violin competition. Their level was most often described as fabulous. The international jury, chaired by Adam Wieniawski, had a very difficult, albeit a very rewarding task. And the audience, which congregated in the hall of the Warsaw Philharmonic, several days of extraordinary experiences. Without exaggeration, one can say that between the 5th and the 16th of March, Warsaw was the capital of world violin. It was the Wieniawski competition that discovered to the world of music such players as the then 15-year-old Frenchwoman Ginette Neveu, who won the highest prize. It was about her that a few years earlier the legendary Carl Flesch said, "My dear child, heavens have given you a talent which I do not want to spoil. All I can do for you is to give you but a few pieces of technical advice." Her illustrious career was abruptly ended in a plane crash. The Wieniawski competition showed the world David Oistrakh, by many experts considered the most outstanding violin player of the 20th century. In Warsaw in 1935, he was awarded the second prize. In spite of the war break and the not always favorable political atmosphere, King David, as he was frequently and without sneer referred to, and who never left the Soviet Union, achieved everything a top world artist can achieve. Henry Temianka, Boris Goldstein, Ida Handel, who was 10 at the time, Bronisław Gimpel, these were the winners of subsequent prizes. And among the award winners were Mieczysław Szwalbe or Józef Hasid, who was 11 years of age. It was about him that Fritz Kreisler, who was staggered with the boy's talent, said, "A player like Heifetz is born once every 100 years, one like Hasid once every 200, and lent him his best instrument for the Wieniawski competition. Hardly anyone could match this genius of Suwałki." The first international Henryk Wieniawski Violin competition was a tournament of giants. One can hardly imagine a more splendid tribute and monument offered to the patron on his 100th birth anniversary. The competition has become the oldest international violin player competition in the world. And the artistic level of the concerts is so incredibly high that it has become a target and challenge to the organizers of most prestigious violin competition. Wieniawski 1935 also set another record. It was a competition with the highest number of participants. It was truly a tournament of giants.